Welcome back to the Ultimate Star Destruction podcast. I'm your host, Bryce, and with me is Hayden and Cole.
Hello.
Hello. So, what I found was, so, before the Logan Paul vs. KSI fight 2, Jake Paul in all of his videos was actually saying that he's gonna become an MMA fighter. He never said specifically that if he was gonna do it if he won or lost, or just both. He never, cleared that up. But, what do you guys think he's gonna do in his future?
Who, Logan Paul?
Yeah, Logan Paul.
I don't know, he's probably continue doing YouTube and
Yeah.
not fight anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I feel the same way, because I feel like Logan has somewhat of a potential to be an okay boxer, but
Yeah, but here's the thing, if he can't beat KSI, he's not gonna beat anyone else.
exactly, because all those guys are older, stronger, faster than KSI, and most likely.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think he's just gonna go back to making vlogs. Yo, guys, it's Logan Paul. Welcome back to another banger.
I wanna try.
Yeah. Alright, so now apparently there's this rumor going on now. I saw this on YouTube. I don't know if they're doing this on Netflix or not. So they're literally gonna take SpongeBob, alright, and then they're gonna make a spin-off of it where the main character is just Squidward. Squidward's gonna have his own show, which would be really funny, because Squidward is boring. I was trying to do my impression of Squidward.
SpongeBob, can you be quiet? I'm trying to be boring.
Okay. Hayden, what do you think about that?
I think I really don't care because my SpongeBob days are in the past.
Yep, same here. SpongeBob's kinda old to me now.
Outdated.
Yeah, it's been there for a long time.
I gotta admit, the older episodes are better. The newer episodes now are kind of stupid.
But if I were to have one opinion on it, I'd change it to Squidward.
Yeah.
I'd have Squidward the freaking main character the whole time.
Yeah.
Without SpongeBob. SpongeBob is so annoying. Krusty Krab pizza,
The Krusty Krab pizza. Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, Hayden, what'd you find?
So I was up in the middle of the night last night and half asleep, so I really can't remember much. But I was reading an article about, I forget the company name, but there's this company that are in the process of building robots for war, and as they're fighting, they don't have to be refueled with gas. They just eat dead carcasses to refuel. So they could just eat a dead body as they're going.
That's whack.
That is.
Yeah.
I wonder where they're gonna get the dead bodies.
They'll probably end the war that they're fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're just gonna run across and grab a dead body and just for a robot to eat it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
That's...
I heard the robot's it's gonna be a bit taller than a human.
Oh, really?
A bit
It's
tall.
7'4".
Oh.
It was the average for the robot.
Well,
That's pretty tall.
for electronic devices, from what I've seen on YouTube about people smashing their stuff, one hit with anything can start smoking or
Yeah. Except this robot's designed for war, which means it's not one of the strongest metals and bulletproof and all that.
Yeah.
So it's
I don't understand why it would make it eat humans. It's just disgusting.
Yeah, that's
Picking up
a horrible
dead
thing.
human and putting it in a robot. It's not very healthy.
I mean, no,
it's
that
actually,
does not
almost
sound
genius
cool.
because it's really smart because if you're in the middle of a firefight, you're not just gonna stop and fill a robot up with gas. He can just go and
I mean, he can be behind something. They can set up something to stand behind to refuel it, or
Yeah, but I'm just saying it'd be a lot more easy.
A dead body would be harder than lift up into a robot's mouth. Plus, if it's
No,
7
the
feet.
robot will eat it. They don't have to help it. The robot would be designed to.
Oh.
Yeah.
At the same time, I think that's a good idea
Yeah.
because it's kind of genius. I wouldn't say
Exactly.
it's genius, but it's kind of someone whoever did that, whoever thought of that was very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's big brain time.
So, speaking of arguments, I don't know, this wasn't planned, but there was an argument, even though we didn't even talk about an argument, except for kind of like the Logan Paul kind of thing, but it's not that much of an argument. But there's an anonymous, angry, won't do anything with us anymore, but that's okay, because we got all 3 of us, and then we got one that's not here today. He actually has his mic muted, but yeah, he's not here today.
Yeah.
But
Alright, so get this.
and yeah, is there anything else you guys found?
Yeah, so you know how unlimited data on a cell phone, you know, it's unlimited. You can use as much data as you want. Alright, well get this. Apparently, this thing's on the news. AT&T's latest smartphone plans offer new ways to limit unlimited data. So then what's the point of unlimited data?
Yeah, you should. It doesn't even make any sense. Why would you limit it?
Yeah,
Don't even name it unlimited data if you're gonna limit it.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, that makes no sense because like all the carriers today are all about unlimited data. Because that's pretty much what everyone cares about
If you
today.
have unlimited data, you probably have it for a reason.
Exactly.
Like my mom got us unlimited data because I couldn't. Like at the time, I never got off my phone. At the time, I wasn't really into like my PS4 and this stuff like that. And I was always on my phone playing games, watching YouTube, all that stuff. So she's like, since you're running down all our god dang data, I didn't cuss, god dang data, we're just gonna get unlimited. I was like, alright. Oh, I don't gotta worry about getting yelled at.
Yo.
Alright, so I
but-
think...
Limited data called unlimited data. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think some of the major differences would be when GTA 6 is released?
I feel like there's gonna be a lot more upgrades to the casino.
Yeah.
I feel there's gonna be like I feel like there'll be like this kind of thing where like sorry, you can like go into buildings like that building behind us to the right, some of those buildings.
Yeah.
I hope there's something where we can go inside of them.
Well, I heard that there's supposed to be like giant islands, like almost as big as this, like
Yeah.
what's it called? Like giant islands with houses on it and all that.
Damn. Yeah, and then we can go drive the yacht out there.
Yeah. And I also heard that every like house and like apartment, like all that in the game is supposed to be like you're supposed to be able to go in them. Like every single building in the game.
I'd like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. Like the buildings, like I wanted to go inside of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Something I wish that it would be easier, maybe in the GTA 6,
Yeah.
would be definitely be where it'd be easier to like make sure nobody can get in your vehicle, because it takes a little bit. Like you have to go to your menu, and go to vehicles and just find through all that mess. You gotta find what to click on. Maybe it'd just be easier by a click of a button, maybe. Like one button on maybe a D-pad or something.
And see, because the thing is, and I've always said this like about public sessions, every public session I go in, I always get blown up by an oppressor.
Same.
Yeah.
And I feel like I wish there was like in invite only sessions, you really can't do any mission
Yes,
missions.
yes, like
Can you?
for businesses. Well, no, like you can't sell things for like businesses and
Yeah,
stuff
you
like that.
can't.
It's like the nightclub.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can't do anything like that. I wish there was like a solo session of like you
Yeah.
can have many people do anything. And like it, that's kind of like an invite only session, and it's raining. I just realized that for some reason.
Mhm.
But it should be like a instead of like an invite only session, it'd be an invite only session, but
Yeah.
you can join like off of story mode and stuff like that.
Yeah, 'cause last night I was on GTA Online and I got kicked for being idle, and then so it put me in a public session on my own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got kicked from being idle like a couple days ago. I went to go do something and I just got kicked. Like
Yeah.
I came out. I thought someone like I thought everyone just got off because no one was talking.
Yeah.
Well, alright. This should be it.
Yep.
The Ultimate Star Destruction podcast. Until next time. See ya later.
It ain't my fault.